Good morning, lacrosse friends, and welcome to day 3 of the 2023 LAXNAI here at the Nexus Center in Utica. I'm Steven Stamp. We just had one game with David Bowie making the call. He will be back very frequently during the day. I'll be back a fair bit as well. We're going to crown a champion today, but it's going to be a while. For now, we are looking at this game between the Éire Team Green and the CTC Elite. Éire, as you might have suspected, is in the green jerseys. Going left to right, CTC Elite has the first possession and are going forward. Camden Smith hanging on to the ball. Or sorry, that was Tim Zimmel with it. That pass doesn't quite connect. Éire will come away with it. Nicholas D'Amico gets run over. And CTC gets the ball back. And there was long enough to establish possession. So it's a fresh 30 for Tim Zimmel and the CTC Elite Club. Tommy Costanzo with the pass inside. Owen Hill caught it but got turned aside. Now he's going to spin again. Same move, worked way better the second time. And Owen Hill with a hard shot. That one stopped by Deacon Knott playing for Ireland. Éire gets up for their first offensive shift. And Dan Rogers. Really? No, I'm looking on the wrong side. Sorry. Brendan Farrell makes a whole lot more sense for Ireland. Pass inside, that's way too high for George Grippo. It's going to be tracked down in the corner. Check from behind, and then Liam Diebel didn't take kindly to that. And he's going to go to the box for a check from behind, or boarding. And Dylan Lyons is not happy with him. Oh, that's not Dylan Lyons. Let's take a look at the... Because Dylan Lyons is a big lefty forward, and that was a smaller righty defender. So I'm guessing that wasn't Dylan. Cam Seneca is at the top of the formation on the power play. He's going to let that one fly. Knott makes the save and grabs it, the rebound out of the air before anyone can get to it. Long outlet pass. Doesn't quite connect there with Robert Hudson running in transition. He's going to try a dunk goal. Hudson was recently traded in the National Lacrosse League. I think he went to Calgary, if I remember. And it was a major to Liam Diebel. So, huge opportunity here for CTC Elite to get things started. They miss on that shot. Still over 2 minutes to go. Snagged there by Nicholas D'Amico. He is all alone heading in on Davy Jones. Oh, gets through Davy Jones, but as he turns, good thing he turned. That's young goalies why you turn, because it trickled out and his turn sent it off to the side. Rip from the outside. That was Dylan Skitters. Going for a trot now is Alex Bean. Pat Cost low by Colin Grippo. Stepping around the outside. Another penalty coming to CTC this time. Grippo will lob it over. Is not going to go to the shot. Not going to go to the bench. He saw the shot clock was down to a couple of seconds, so he just hung out in his crease. Looks like it'll be Anthony Irizarry. Nope. Sorry, there's something after the 3:35. That will be Trace Hill going to the box, and you see the collision there. He just runs the forward into the boards. And we are 4-on-4 for about 43 seconds, and Iron will have a very brief power play. Spinning away from a check is Brendan Farrell. There's Patrick Brosnan with it. Feeds down low. Nice job sloughing off a check and getting the shot away by Grippo. Colin Grippo. But he was turned aside by Davy Jones. 19 left on the 4-on-4. Cameron Simpson runs it up into the... Or Cree Cathers Runs into the offensive zone. That looks like Cam Simpson. Just waiting to get the updated rosters here. Oh, it was Cam Simpson. He's wearing 55. Yeah, I need new numbers. Sorry. What a fight to the net by Tim Zimmel. Great effort, but not is able to turn him aside. Running through the check there is Patrick Corbett. Corbett hands it off to Colin Serrati. Dunk attempt. That's going to wind up in a crease violation when it didn't connect for Liam Diebel. Grabbed there by Dan O'Gorman. He and his brother Brian working the two-man defense, and Brian rammed player Owen Hill into the boards, and that's going to result in a loose ball possession. And CTC, we are back to even strength. Camden Smith fights his way through the check, gets a shot off, but that's right into the belly pad of Deacon Knott. Ireland into the offensive zone. Still scoreless through 6 minutes. We'll see who can break the goose egg. Chance here for Brendan Farrell. That bouncer by Diebel goes wide. Cree Cathers grabs it. Outlet pass to Irizarry. Simpson with him. They've got a trailer. Shot by Irizarry well off the mark, and it's going to probably bounce. No, not over center, but it is tipped over center by Robert Hudson. Get it to the near side to Patrick Brosnan. Pushing the ball forward is CTC Elite. Behind the back pass, but that bounces off the back of Pat Smith. Dunk attempt, and Deacon Knott with a little stick tap to the backside. CTC with a breakaway. Oh, it gets away from Owen Hill, and he can't believe it. He's going to head back to the bench. He is their most dangerous sniper, I would say. Shot clock winding down on Éire. Oh, Cam Simpson was open, but wise decision there to not pass to him earlier. That's going to be the first goal, and give a lot of credit there to Cam Seneca, who thought about the early pass, realized that the lane wasn't really there and Simpson wasn't in great position yet, kept running, drew the defender, and then made the pass. Here you see, now he makes the pass, and Simpson able to cut underneath. But what a great job by Seneca to just freeze that defender for a bit.
CTC Elite goal, his first of the game, scored by number 55, Cameron Simpson. With an assist for number 24, Cameron Seneca. Top of that goal, 6:56.
CTC pushing for more. Camden Smith thought about going to the net, but decided to back it out. Oh, what a finish on the crease, right on top. Tommy Costanza, who one of the top scorers in the tournament last year, has been a little quieter this year, but that shows you what Tommy Costanza can do. Hard shot off the backboards, and Costanza, great positioning. That box out, such a basketball-style play to get that spot inside your defender, gets him on his hip, and Costanza, you can see he immediately just leans back. I love the way he gets his body leaning into the defender so that he can keep the stick free to make the catch without the defender being able to get around from him.
Scored by number 01, Tommy Costanza. Top of that goal, 6:04.
Ireland will try and get on the board themselves here, down 2-0. Liam Diebel was stopped. A drive to the net now. That shot by Colin Grippo doesn't work. Or does it? Oh, yeah, it does. So that is a goal for Colin Grippo. Just squeaks it through Davy Jones. We'll see exactly how this one gets in as he's going to drop the ball, fight for it, and just eludes the CTC defender. He goes underneath and very close, but the official right on the spot throws the hands up. Got in just before the ball crossed the line.
Éire goal, his first of the game, scored. By number 19, Colin Grippo. Time of that goal, 5.
Little spin move to try and duck underneath there. Dylan Skidders gave it up. They get a chance. Creek Cathars fighting for that loose ball, but Dakin not wins the fight. Gets it ahead to Nicholas D'Amico, who loves to run.
Hot coffee.
And he just kind of
Just a coffee.
loses control there as he's running forward. CTC with 15 seconds. Oh, it's picked off, though. Nice grab there by Robert Hudson. He is going to trot up, wait for the pick, and now he's going to wait for the offense. Hudson flicks it back to Patrick Corbett, and that shot comes well the way back. Nicely snagged there by Zimmel, who's on the run. Headmans it, but it's missed by Creek Cathars. He'll track it down. The transition chance is gone, but possession will remain with CTC Elite, who lead by 2-1 with 3.5 minutes to go. He'll roll it up to Troy Benedict. Costanza trotting through the middle, misses it. That's a pretty wily little play by Benedict, but then he just lets the defender go. He lets Corbett go and score. So Troy Benedict, who grabbed on and tried to spin Patrick Corbett, and then just stopped. You can see he's indicating to the bench. He thought, should I come change? What should I do? Right here, that little spin to try and stop him, but Corbett with the wheels. And Benedict looked to the bench. You got to do one or the other is the thing. It's tricky. You're trying to decide whether to go to the bench or stay with him. Do one. Don't go halfway between the two. Great chance there on the offensive end for Dan Rogers. We don't see a ton of that, but he has been getting involved up front today.
Patrick Corbett. Time of that goal, 3-11.
Chance in tight. Is it good? It is. Again, very close on the crease, but getting the ball in before landing in the crease is Colin Serrati. You see he is down in the corner, over by the far boards at the far left, or the top, I guess, left of the field, the floor. Takes that pass, spins underneath. Another duck to get under another defender. And CTC having a little trouble keeping their feet moving, it would appear. The tournament does get rolling. We're into day 3. Teams have played a bunch of games. They're short games, but it does add up. And you'll see at times the mental process is affected as much as the physical. And they just get a little bit static. Owen Hill unable to keep that one over center.
First of the game, scoring by number 2, Colin Serrati. With an assist for number 5, George Greco.
Brandon Farrell with it.
Colin Greco. Time of that goal, 2-0-1.
Chance there for Diebel. That one stopped, just swatted back. And that's in the crease there, young man. Nice effort by Serrati, but that'll be no good. Didn't go in anyway. Irizarry trucking down the floor. Good wheel. Spins back. Has a chance underneath. On his offside, which gave Ireland a bit of a chance there. And nice recovery by Patrick Corbett to knock him off stride. Here comes Corbett now. Éire will try to equalize here late in the first half. Just 43 seconds to go. It's running time for the 2:15s. There's Corbett. Does it. What a finish. Corbett, coast to coast, makes the defensive play at one end to strip the ball, knock the player off stride, and get the ball back. And then you can see the little fake handoff. And again, in this case, we've got, it says Dylan Lyons. I don't think that's Dylan Lyons, number 29. But you can see he's going to step up and get very horizontal or very vertical. Like he turns himself so he can't even get in the way of Corbett, and Corbett just sees that and is gone. Big save by Deacon Knott to keep things, actually to put Éire ahead 4-2. Sorry, my bad. They were ahead. So Éire Green, after the first couple of goals scored by CTC Elite, Éire will go up 4-2. And we'll be back. We'll see some highlights for 2 minutes put together by Blue Squatch, who are doing all the production here at LAXNAI 2023. And we will be back. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to LAXNAI 2023 on Blue Squatch Productions YouTube and Lacrosse TV. I'm Steven Stamp, and this is CTC Elite with the ball. They're down 4-2 to Team Éire Green, Irish representatives. That is a nice play in front of the net. Good spin move by Owen Hill, who's been dangerous. Diebel spins away, finds the back door, and Corbett was ready to shoot before he got the ball. Saw that he had some open space, and that will be 1 minute for hog tying. Corbett was getting up and accidentally tripped Sterling Claflin, who's going to the box and wants to take Corbett with him. No lacrosse player has ever gotten up just when he knew it would trip up the guy who landed on him and been smooshing him into the turf. All right, so we have a wait. Yeah, I'm on. I think if I was just talking to Greg and Charity or if I was on. Here we go. Hard rip off the boards by Colin Grippo. They're trying to extend their lead. Brendan Farrell's shot. That is a blast right in. You can hear it tick off of Davy Jones. It's Farrell up at the top, 17, just waiting, gets the little pass. Right here, they draw the defenders over. They both close in. There's a stick out there, and there was a bit of contact. You can see Trace Hill got his stick a little bit on Farrell's stick, which can be helpful, but sometimes can actually change the trajectory a bit. We do have an update on 29 for CTC Elite, who's been involved in the play a fair bit. It is Giorgio D'Angelo. It is not Dylan Lyons, so we got it. Nice pass inside. Simpson bangs it off the post. Cam Simpson feels like he's due. He's usually good for a few goals here and there. George Grippo cuts to the middle, and there's another shot attempt before they had the ball. That was Patrick Brosnan. This time, Éire are ready to rip. Just got to make sure you have it. Liam Diebel tries to get it in. It's grabbed by Cree Cathers, who's looking up the floor. Owen Hill takes it. Gets a nice pick from Tim Zimmel. A little bit too much. And Zimmel's fired up. He shoves Quinn Cerati to the floor. We'll see what the calls are, because I thought the original call was interference because the pick just got a little excessive by Zimmel. It was a great pick, and then it's called roughing for both of them. Interesting. Oh, and Zimmel trying to make his way over, and I am not sure what he's so upset about. Something must have happened down there. But we'll say 5-on-5. As the penalty's offset, so nothing goes up on the board. They'll be released at, well, once we get playing, we'll know. 9:55 they'll get out. Okay, so actually the original call may have been on, I wasn't watching the replay, but Quinn Cerati grabbed Zimmel on the pick and pulled him on. So the pick was fine. Cerati actually got it by trying to draw the pick, and then Zimmel actually gave away the power play by getting up and giving him a shove. But yeah, it's hard when you're down there and emotions are firing. And some good forecheck pressure by Cree Cathers gets a 10 count, and CTC will get it back. Cathers takes a well-deserved rest. Here's a chance, a little bouncer there, but Trevor Hill didn't have much to shoot at. Deacon not taking away the angle very well. The outlet pass is going to get away, though, from Rory Dunbar. Players flying everywhere in the crease, including one into the net. That was Alex Bean for Éire, winding up behind his own goal line. What a save by Knott. Just got a bit of that shot. That's a player in the crease. And it was a good effort by Trevor Hill to try and get out of the crease, but he just couldn't get there in time, and the player took a shot. I think it was Camden Smith that took the shot. It was either him or Tom. Yeah. So just had to wait a little bit longer before going up, but the window's rapidly closing. It's a fine line there. There's Colin Sherrati. Score remains at 4-2 as it was at the half. Took about 6 or 7 minutes to get a goal in the first half, so we're about due now to get somebody on the board. Won't be Éire right now because the 30 has expired on them. And CTC, they're running the floor. Nice movement ahead by Trace Hill. Ball, though, gets loose in the corner. Here's Owen Hill with it. Love how he keeps the ball ready to go. You can see at a moment's notice, he can flick a pass, rip a shot. He's going to get it back. Fights his way through and scores! That look like it went straight through the middle of Deacon Knott. We'll see where it's knocked through. It must have gone just down 5-hole. Here's Owen Hill getting the pass right now. Gets that little pick. That's a nice pick. And that, oh yeah, it looks like it hits the bottom of Deacon Knott's pants. No, you know what? It looks like it goes straight through him. I think there's a hole in Deacon Knott. I think Deacon Knott's wondering. You can see he's down there wondering where that got in. Most likely, actually, is probably between the arm and the side, because it didn't look low enough to get under the pants. Éire's lead reduced to 5-3. CTC has just under 8 minutes left to try and even this one up. Diebel comes out of the corner. Nice swim move, but Davy Jones is there to stymie him on the shot. Good opportunity for Diebel, just couldn't complete it. Pass is high, but Cam Simpson pulls it down. He's going to get a pick, and that actually wound up driving the defender, Brian O'Gorman, into Simpson, who still managed to corral the ball. The pass didn't connect. Deacon Knott grabs it with the one hand and throws it ahead to D'Amico, who's been the main transition guy, pushing the ball, really getting the ball cleared out of the zone for Team Éire. We're kind of hanging on at the moment. Diebel did create a really nice scoring chance a couple of offensive possessions ago. Corbett pulls it down. That's a nice shot at the save. Davy Jones going the wrong way, but kept that leg behind. It's not an accident the goalies leave a leg hanging like that as they go across. That is a riled up Pierce Smith for CTC. Getting tangled. Again, this is the 4th or 5th game of the weekend for many of these teams. You're getting frustrated sometimes, getting excited. The intensity's up. These are for placement positions. They mean a lot to the teams. That's a nice save. Deacon Knott on a good pass through to Trace Hill, and he was just stopped. And then Ireland gets called for an illegal pick or loose ball possession foul. And the ball will return to Tommy Costanza and CTC. A little flip pass behind the back. Wasn't really on target, and it gets loose. Looks like they will recover it. 15 still to shoot. That shot by Cree Cathers right in the belly pad. No hole there. And it's scooped up by Rory Dunbar. Oh, he gets stripped. Good forecheck pressure. Dunbar now fighting for it. That pass skips off the turf, but is picked up by Cam Seneca. He'll swing underneath. Nice defense there, though, by Alex Bean. fight to the crease, but he was tangled up a bit by Rory Dunbar, and that will have him land in the crease before he can get the shot off. Penalty coming after the play to Tommy Costanza. Rory Dunbar heading to the bench. Fun to see him back out representing the green. His brother Jerode is now a rugby coach in the United States. Followed his career a bit. He's a great dude. Played for lacrosse for Ireland. Does the rugby thing as well, and is coaching that at a pretty high level. Power play could really be a big boon for Éire if they can get a goal. Diebel shoots, comes right back out where he was. He'd run past it a bit. It's Farrell trying to grab it. Doesn't get it. Simpson's off. He's going to get a pick. That is commitment to the pick because Dan Rogers saw that the Éire player was basically a freight train coming at him. He got flattened but opened up the space, but doesn't wind up leading to a scoring opportunity. Éire goes the other way. Liam Diebel with the ball. These are for Farrell. They've got 14 on the power play. They can still work it. It's getting to the danger zone, but they're okay. They take that shot. Davy Jones, still 5 seconds. But it's not the guy out of the penalty box they got to worry about. It's Kingsley Lyons breaking out of the zone. But Éire does a great job getting some guys to the bench and getting some defenders out. As we go back to even strength, Costanza has come out of the box and hands it off. Here's Owen Hill. Oh, that's a nice feed. It just was out of the reach of Costanza and not with the outlet pass. That one can't quite be pulled in by Robert Hudson. Here's Zimmel. Zimmel looked like he may be going to the bench. He's going to stay and play and set things up. Now he'll go in to set a pick, but it's actually just cutting underneath. Pretty good drive there by Aaron Woods. Is that Aaron Woods? I didn't know if Aaron was here or not. Yeah, it looks like him. Aaron Woods, one of the top scorers over the last few years in the Arena Lacrosse League. Playing with the Peterborough Timbermen. Excellent forward. He's had a couple of cracks at the NLL in some camps, and definitely some of the teams keep their eye on. Here's Liam Diebel, rips one, but that is blocked cleanly by Pierce Smith, and Smith's going to track it down, but now that one is blocked in turn by the stick of Liam Diebel. Pierce Smith is able to get it back. Sterling Claflin, little sidearm pass. Creek Cathers rolling underneath. Pretty stout defense. Bounce shot. I like the work by Pat Smith there for Ireland, or for Éire. Long outlet pass to the boards. And CTC comes back the other way. 2:22 to go right now. 5-3 Éire. Owen Hill. Oh, he finds some space. Oh, tries the pass to Costanza. Not sure Costanza was really ready for that. Sidearm rip by Seneca is stopped. And not looking up the floor. There's nobody outside the restraining line, so he's going to just make the short pass and let them run it forward. Under 2 minutes. We're into stop time. We're also into urgency time for CTC. There's a chance for Diebel. Davy Jones on the outlet. What a catch by Dan Rogers. Oh, good decision. It looked like he was seriously considering shooting. There was no angle there, so he's going to pull it out and let them get set up. Now he's thinking about a rip. Dangles it and gets checked, but manages to hold on. That's a good shift by Dan Rogers. Other than leaving the stick there to be checked, but he held on to it, so he mitigated that concern. And Cam Simpson has it over to Benedict. Bouncer hits not, turns aside. Troy Benedict in the corner to go for the loose ball, but Éire comes away with it. That's Rory Dunbar. Éire will throw it away, and into the final minute, Pierce Smith brings it forward for CTC. They have a chance. They've got to score pretty quickly. Cathers going to the net. Stopped by Knott. That's a huge difference maker. They've got a man up the floor. Transition's going to be taken away, but there's going to be time for Nicholas D'Amico to run around. He actually hands it off to Patrick Corbett. They're going to set up the O. D'Amico will head to the bench, and the final 30 seconds are upon us. Trace Hill trying to check Corbett. He'll just reverse course, make a little bounce pass over to Patrick Brosnan, and they're just playing keep away for another 5 seconds till the shot clock buzzes. That one's wide and up into the netting, and 12 seconds to play. CTC has taken their timeout, 12.2 precisely.
Timeout.
Stick with us after this. There'll be a brief break, and then David Bowie will be back to bring you the L Gods and the Maine Northmen at 11. There's only going to be about 8 to 9 minutes between games. Had a bit of a delay with the first game this morning, so won't be a whole lot of time. 12.2 to go. CTC will have 6 attackers out. Davy Jones on the bench. Éire will try to form a wall in front of Deacon Knott. Tim Zimmel's going to start with it. He's big, strong, and fast, so it gives him a good chance to get up the floor in a hurry. Pat Smith was going to cover him, and Clancy Almas is saying, no, just go back and play D. Let's cover these guys. Let him run up. They need 2 goals in 12.2 seconds. He's not the dangerous one. Throws the pass. It's caught by Owen Hill. Back to Zimmel. He's going to pass it off. They need a shot quickly, and it's tipped away. Nice defensive play there by Alex Bean, and that is going to end it. Long chance at a goalie goal, and Deacon Knott is annoyed that he could not get that goalie goal. Well, more playfully flustered. He was looking for it, just about got it. Big smile on his face, big smile on the Éire green faces as they win this game 5-3. And again, coming up next, L Gods and the Maine Northmen with David Bowie here on Lacrosse TV and the Blue Squatch YouTube channel where you can see all the games. We have games that were on Rinks 2, and I believe now even games on Rink 3 are being recorded and uploaded to the Blue Squatch YouTube channel, including games from the first ever LAXNAI women's tournament. It is very exciting. I've been over there checking things out, and it is very, very cool, the vibe over there. So we're looking forward to having some of the women's games on the channel later. Thanks so much, lacrosse friends. We will see you soon in approximately 8 minutes.